Hello students, welcome once again, and this time we have a linear system of equation and we have to solve the linear system of equation. Now you realize that in the first part we have multiplication of matrix, so we have to multiply this 3 by 3 matrix, and then also from there we are going to get a 3 by 3 matrix multiplying the x1, x2, s3 being equal to that of -1, 3 and s0. So from there then we apply what we call the Gaussian elimination so that we can find the values of the value of x1, s2 and s3. So first we'll do the multiplication of matrix, and the multiplication of matrix, it is row multiplied by the column, the row multiplied by the column. So let's do that. So we have this row, 2 here multiplies 1, we have 2, right? 0 multiplies 0 and another 0 multiplies 0 and goes away. So we only have 2 here. Now in the second part we have 2 here multiplies 1 here, we have 2, 0 multiplies 0, it goes away, and 0 multiplies 0 goes away. So we still have 2 here. In the third part we have 2 multiplies 1 here, we have 2, 0 multiplies 0, we have 0, then 0 multiplies 1 here, it goes to 0. Okay, so that would be it for the first part. Now over here we have -1 multiplies -1 here, then 1 multiplies 0, which goes to 0, 0 multiplies 0, which also goes to 0. So we have -1 here. Now -1 multiplies 1 here, and we have just -1. Then also 1 here multiplies 1 here, we have +1. 0 multiplies 0 here, it goes away. Now in the third part we have -1 multiplies 1 here, we have -1. 1 multiplies 2 here, we have +2. Then also 1 multiplies 1 here, and therefore we have plus. So the last part is 0 multiplies by 1 here, which goes to 0, right? Now we have 3 multiplies 1 here, we have 3. 2 multiplies 0 here, it goes to 0. -1 multiplies 0 goes to 0. So we only have 3 here. Now we have 3 multiplies 1 here, we have 3. 2 multiplies 1 here, we have 2, and then -1 multiplies 0, which goes away, so which is 0. Then 3 multiplies 1 here, 3. 2 multiplies 2 here, we have 4. Then -1 multiplies 1 here, we have -1. Okay, so we have the s1, we have s2, and then s3. Then also being equal to -1, 3, and then 0. x1, s2, and also s3. All right, so we are just going to get we have 2, 2, 2, -1 here, we have 0 here, 1, right, 3, and then we have 5, and we have 6 here, right? So we're going to have x1, s2, and s3 here being equal to -1, 3, and 0. So we apply Gaussian elimination, right? So using the Gaussian, we have Gaussian elimination. So using Gaussian elimination, what we are going to do is that we're going to form the augment system, right? AS being equal to B, which is basically what is here, right? So we're going to use A, then the B here. So we have just 2, 2, 2, -1, 0, 1, 3, 5, and then 6 here. And we have the B part should be -1, 3, and then 0. So let's here. So since we have this, what we are going to do is we want to get rid of the coefficients of x1 here and the coefficients of x1 here in row 3 using row 1. So in order for us to do that, we realize that we have to in row 2, right? In row 2, what we have to do is that we have to multiply it by multiply through row 2 by 2, then we add it to row 1. Now when we do that, this becomes 2, right? It becomes -2, then plus 2 here goes, this goes to 0, right? And also for R3, what we have to do is to multiply R3 by just 2 over 3 for R3, right? When we do that, we realize that 3 gets rid of 3 and we are left with 2. So 2 here minus 2 here, then this side goes to 0, so minus of r1, right? So let's multiply through here. So we have r2 here, we can have negative 2, we have 0, then we have 2, then we can have 6, right? Then from here we can have multiply through by 2 over 3. The first part we just have 2, the second part we have 10, then we have 4, 10 over 3, then we can have 4, then the last part we have 0, right? Okay, so now let's subtract, and so the first part is just going to be the same, but the second part we have the r2 here, which is the ones here, plus r1. So we have negative 2 plus 1 goes to 0, 0 plus 2 here goes to 2, 2 plus 2 here we have 4, then 16 here plus negative 1 here we have just 15. So it's just 6 here plus minus 1, which is just 5. Sorry, it's 5. This one is just yeah. So we have so in the first part here we have 2, right? So 2 here, then 2 here, so which is the third part, minus 1. So 2 here minus 2 goes to 0. 10 divided by 3 minus 2 here, then we have 4 divided by 3. Then over here we have 4 minus 2 here, which will give us just 2. Then also we have 0 here minus 1, and we will just get so 0 minus minus 1 will just give us positive 1, right? Okay, now what we are going to do in the second part is also to get rid of the coefficient of s2 here in row 3, right? So how do we get rid of? We are going to do that with respect to r2. So in order for us to get r3 again, what we have to do is to multiply through this side here by 3 over 4. Realize that we multiply 3 over 4, this cancel out and we just have 1, right? We're just going to have 1. Then so if we have 1 here and we have 2 here, how can we make this equal to that? So we just divide row 2 by 2, sorry, multiply through by 2. So multiplying through here by 2, we have 0, we have 1, we have 4, and therefore we have 5 over 2. Multiplying through here by 3 over 4, then we have 0, we have 1, then we have just 3 over 2 for this side, then we have just 3 over 4 for that side. Now let's write then here, so 2 2, and therefore the second part also remains the same, negative 1 5 here. Then from here what we have is that so we are going to subtract this from that. So 0 1 minus 1 is just 0. 3 over 2 minus 4 here will just give us negative 1 over 2, and also 3 over 4 here minus 5 over 2 here should we should get negative 7 over 4, right? Now from here we just apply. So since we have 2 2, because remember we said as should be equal to b, right? So we have 0 2 4 0 0 negative 1 over 2 here. Then so that is it for a. Then s is s1 s2 s3 here being equal to b, which is now negative 1 5 negative 7 over 4, right? So over here we just have 1 over 2 here s3 here to be equal to negative 7 over 4. So you realize that multiplying through by 2 cancels here, it cancels here, 2 negative gets rid of that, and from here we just have s3 here to be 7 over 2. Now for this the second part we have 2 s2 plus 4 s3 here being equal to 5 here. So we have s2 here to be equal to 5, then minus 4 s3 here divided by 2, right? So s2 here is just 5 minus 4 here, then we add 7 over 2 here, then divided by 2 here. Then with this we should get this to be equal to negative 9 over 2, right? Now s3 here would, so in the first part where we have 2 throughout, we have 2x1 plus 2s2 plus 2s3 being equal to -1. So we are going to get we are just going to get s1 here being equal to -1. Remember, it is -2 s2. S2 is just -9/2. Then also -2 s3, so it becomes 7/2 here, right? Everything here divided by the coefficient of s1, which is s2. Then x1 here will be equal to when we compute this, we should get 1/2. Yeah, because 2 goes into that, 2 cancels that, and we just have -9 here, -7. Then yeah, that will be -7 plus 9, that will be 2. Then -1 plus 2 will just give us 1/2, right? So therefore this is what we have, right? So our x1, s2, s3 here is equal to 1/2. Then we have just -9/2 for s2, and then 7/2 for s3. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining me in this session. I hope this section was helpful. If this is your first time here, please like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to be notified anytime we post a new video. And I'll see you in the second section.